Going to one of the 9 Kowalski's markets in the Twin Cities metro is about more than getting groceries.
When we created the design for this store, we wanted to feel as totally different from a normal grocery store as we could. It was an old Tuscan design. When we were in Italy, we tried to copy some of what it felt to go to these small villages.
When Jim and Mary Ann Kowalski opened their first store in 1983 on St. Paul's Grand Avenue, they weren't competing with the grocery warehouses on price. They would be about service, quality, atmosphere, and innovation. They invited the neighbors to a front porch meeting.
We had coffee and cookies and told us we want a candy-free aisle for the kids. We don't want to get up that front end, and we want balloons instead of suckers at the front end, if you could give our kids those things. So we did all those things. That just spread like wildfire because they were so simple. But somebody was listening, that was us, and we did the kinds of things they asked us to do, and it just grew from there.
You like it? The finished look?
Chris Kowalski was with her parents at the beginning.
I was 16. My friends and I filled up the whole front end. We were all the cashiers.
She went from the checkout counter to the boardroom and now serves as the chief operating officer for the stores.
We are such a close family, so you never get away from it, which is sort of good and bad. It's constantly, well, what are you guys coming up with? What's new? What's new in the deli? Have you come up with anything in produce? And what's happening in meat? And it's just, and it's great. That's what it's about.
The big box stores are rolling too. I think Walmart's slated to put 55 stores, and I think that was in the paper in the Twin City market. Target has got one going on every corner, it seems like nowadays. Trader Joe's is infiltrating this market area. So we have to be very careful about who we are and how we go to market so that we can compete with those types of businesses 10 years from now, 5 years from now. And so we have to stay ahead of the curve.
Staying ahead of the curve means finding the freshest, the latest, the best, and sometimes the closest for their customers.
We're about the right size for a lot of these smaller growers to be able to keep up with production.
That's how we found Kurt's Salsa. I was up at the lake in a little tiny store, general store that we just love up there, and they were selling this salsa like crazy by the jar. I said, what is this? Bought it, brought it home, said, oh my God, this is delicious. We have to get it. We got it.
The Kowalskis also expect their employees to get it about being good citizens in the store, their families, and their communities. They call it active citizens training.
And these 16 and 17-year-olds come in and we teach them about that responsibility that they have as a citizen. So yes, it's about Kowalski's and it's about going the extra mile and all of that, but it also teaches them that there is this broader base that you can impact. You don't think you have impact, but you do.
Part of having an impact is giving away food.
We give a lot of groceries away to a lot of different people. We send truckloads of cereal down to Mary's place.
Mary Jo Copeland.
Mary Jo Copeland. And so we're doing a lot of that. That's just a small portion of what we do. And again, why would, if it's usable, why wouldn't you give it to somebody who could use it?
And that includes meat and produce to food shelves like Second Harvest.
Kowalski's really led the way in terms of opening up grocery stores to these new food streams. So we capture things like deli items, some frozen meat that they'll freeze before the sell-by and donate to us, as well as a lot of produce. And right now, food shelves are really in need of that fresh food.
And Kowalski stores are likely to be donating to the community for years to come, holding tight to those old-fashioned and family values.
We have generations working here. We've had sons and daughters of employees that we had 20 years ago working through here. I mean, we have a huge percentage of kids, of past employees that have gone through here. And we talk about that all the time. So it's sustainability for them as much as it is for us.
The Opus College of Business is proud to present Kowalski's Markets with the 2011 Family Business of the Year Award.